Hey, what's up everyone? It's your girl Bookster Brain Shanae, and today I'm here for Hear Voices book tour, and I'm going to be doing a book review for Our Vicious Oaths by N.E. Davenport, which is her newest release that just came out yesterday. So if you haven't picked up this book yet, I highly recommend that you do so. But if you want to know more in depth of my review that I'll be sharing with you, please stay tuned.
Chapter by chapter, stories unfold. Wisdom in the ink, worth more than gold. Bookmarks hold the secrets untold. A journey through the words, let your soul be consoled. With Brandy Shanae, every story's a getaway. Welcome everyone, let's sprint today. With Brandy Shanae. From the classics to fantasy, fiction to truth. She got the reviews to inspire all you. So grab a chair, let your books take you away. It's Books with Brandy Shanae.
And I'm back. So once again, I'm going to be doing a book review for Our Vicious Oaths, and this is my stop for our Hear Voices book tour. And I have to say that I could not put this book down. There's always something happening, which I feel like this book is fast-paced. You will never get bored. You will constantly want to turn the pages, which, like I'm gonna say, it's a page turner. You're always gonna want to know what's happening or what's gonna happen next between the two main characters in this book. But this is a romantasy. This is N.E. Davenport's newest release once again, and the spiciness in this book, the steaminess, hands down, absolutely amazing. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars because the pacing, it kept me wanting to read more. When I read a book and I'm wanting to read more and more and not wanting to put the book down, and I just lose myself in the book and realize that it's like 2 or 3 in the morning, that lets you know that it's a good book and that it's worth it. Trust me, it is worth staying up all night reading and wondering what is going to happen next to these characters. And so one of the main characters is Khadijah. She is the archprincess of the Ether Dominion. And then we also have Malachi, who is the king of the Apollyon court. And we are introduced to Khadijah, who is pretty much forced into a marriage that she just does not want at all. She likes where she's at. She likes that she is a general for these creatures, which I had a hard time pronouncing the name, but they look like dragons a little bit. Like, this is what they look like. So like dragons and like a bird type of a sense. And she's a general with those creatures, and with her kingdom alone, they're the only ones that are able to control them. And that's why her army that she has is unique and powerful. But her father, Silas, says, no, you need to get married to the king, which his name is Rashad. And literally Khadijah wants nothing to do with him, doesn't want to do anything with the marriage. She just wants to stay where she's at. She's comfortable. And the fact is, she does not want to be tied down with this king who's an a-hole. And also she realizes that 4 of his queens died. And she's like, no, I don't want any parts of that. But her dad was like, no, you have to do this. And so she does own like this, I guess you could say it's sort of like a brothel, maybe, in its own way. I don't want to really necessarily say that, but it sort of is in a way. And she owns it. It's called the Aleander's house. And she was like, this is my last night of freedom. This is my last night of doing what I want to do before I'm tied down to this crazy king who I don't want nothing to any parts with. I don't want anything to do with him. And so she comes across this guy, and they actually have a good time. She doesn't know who he is necessarily. She doesn't analyze him on like his looks and everything like that, but he knows who she is. And after she has her night of freedom, She also was trying to present this idea to her father, like, hey, the Apollyon people have came, we have captured these people or whatever, and they have been watching our palace, as a way to saying that he needs her to stay there in order to protect the kingdom. But that didn't work. So she ended up getting ready for the wedding anyway. But next thing you know, the king just flips on her and does a whole 360 and was like, you know what, no, we can't do this right now, because of the activities that you had done the night prior to our wedding. And that's when he starts to threaten people and start killing her people. And then next thing you know, like, I don't want to spoil it, but things happen, and it tore her. Like, she grieved for a moment, but she realized she had to get back into reality to find a way to get her revenge. But as that was going on, that's when Malachi, the king of the Apollyon court, comes in, and he's trying to also end Rashond. They do not want him to rule at all, because he's a menace. He's a terrible king. And also Malachi has his own agendas too, because his parents were killed under him. And also Khadijah's father was a part of that assassination of Malachi's parents as well. But within that, Rashond did get away. And so he had Khadijah. And so they made this oath, this pact, this bond, this partnership, where he would protect her and her people and the people she cared about. And she would also help him, where she was pretty much like a hostage, pretty much. And the only way for Rashond to come to him was to make him be jealous of Rashond, of Malachi and Khadijah's like relationship, if need be. But as you read the book even more, it's like they have this connection with one another. Like, it's a love-hate, enemies to lovers type of trope, right? But between them, you see this type of bond that you're like, wow. Even the bond they had the night prior to her wedding to Rashond, like, you could tell and you could sense, like, just reading the words off the pages, that there was something between them. And so this is all taking place, and I'm saying, like, we are seeing their whole relationship like result, like end up like evolving, let's say that, evolving, and they end up getting a little closer. So, and like I said, this book is steamy and it's spicy. It is a romantasy, and I just had a fantastic time with it. I don't want to get more into the book, because I really want y'all to pick this book up for yourself and to read it, because I do not, like, when I tell you this book is good, it is good. And I don't just say this for every book that I read. Trust me, I don't. I don't. So when it comes from me and I'm doing a book review, especially, you know, if I'm part of Hero Voices book tour, because they have amazing book tours, y'all, where they provide, there's so much representation within these books. But anyways, the books that I read and I do book reviews for, these books are amazing. They are 5 stars. They are page turners, tons of action, because, you know, I am a huge fantasy reader. And, you know, with romantasies, we mostly just get tons of steamy and spicy scenes. But with this book, we get steamy, spicy scenes and action at the same time, which is very rare, this is another reason why I love this book. And also, I truly enjoy this book so much, is because I felt like it was written for me. And also, like, even in the beginning of the book, like, she made sure she included this, and it says, "This one is for all the Black fantasy readers, including myself, who've always loved an epic story with fae who are as beautiful as they are vicious. The fae are melanated in this book, and for the romance gang who goes feral over a morally gray, sometimes morally pitch black MMC who wears power like a second skin. I shamelessly wrote this one for us too." And so, yes, another thing that I forgot to mention is that there is fae in this book, which is why it is fantasy. But right there, like, I felt like this book was written for me, and it was, because she stated it. And I just felt like I had a great connection, not only just with the book entirely, but just with the characters as well, which I truly enjoyed. And then also, I just want to keep y'all abreast and let you know that there are some content warnings within this book. It says, Our Vicious Oaths is set in a fantasy world of brutal fae politics. It includes elements of war, intense violence, the threat of forced marriage, and discussions related to fertility and the ability to conceive, which I truly love that as well, how these books are now having content warnings in the beginning of the book, just to give you more of awareness for it as well, if you want to read it, or it's just something that you just don't want to read at all due to the content in the book. But overall, I gave this book, once again, a 5 out of 5 stars. If you haven't read this book, it is out today. Go to your local library, go to your local bookstore, indie bookstore, and get this book and pick it up, because y'all do not want to miss out on this. And N.E. Davenport is such an amazing writer. I had read her other previous works, which was The Blood Trials and The Blood Gift, and I truly enjoyed both of those as well. But I hope that this book review does it justice. I really don't think it does. I just really think that you need to pick it up and find out for yourself what this book is all about. But thank you so much for watching. And yes, definitely pick this book up, y'all. Y'all don't want to miss it. But once again, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll have a great day and stay healthy and stay safe. Bye, everyone.